Cuando te conocí, baby, es bueno conocerte otra vez. Como lo hicimos la primera noche, cuando te conocí, baby.
Alright, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's me. Hi there.
Hey there, I came in, I thought that was me. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was trying to do it before anybody got here. I'm on with the other account. So. What's up, Andy Garcia? How are you, friend? It's been a minute.
Buenas tardes a todos. Thank you so much for joining us right now. We're getting things prepped.
Yeah. Heart attack, I bet, amigo, I bet. I'm gonna stop playing the music and let you take over and leave.
Let's see, all right there.
There we go. All right. And what's up? Ed Meadow Big Dog in the house. What's up, Andy?
Mira.
Like
¿Quién
the look.
llegó?
Thank you. We're
¿Cómo
a little
estás,
cowgirl.
amigo?
We're going a little cowgirl action. Put a Tejana. There we go.
Hasta el acordeón in the background. I love
I
it.
know, right? We got
Yes.
my board's over here. My first board is here. My little board. And then my accordion. What's going on? And Meadow Big Dog. Did you get the email I sent you?
You talking to me or big dog?
You.
Déjame ver.
Can you hear that? No. Right?
Yeah, I can hear that.
You
I
can
thought
hear
that was
scratch?
me.
You can-
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was me. I thought that was my panza hitting the turn. I said,
Let me turn
man.
it down.
You scared me. Either that or I'm still hungry. One of the two.
He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was
Wait
like,
a minute.
esta panza nomás. No, I thought I was hitting. I'm not even playing. One time my panza hit one of the buttons and I was like, oh, man. Okay.
One time I had to
yes.
get up and unplug
Yes.
things and move the slider over.
It's dieta time, man.
I was
So
like,
that's-
yo, homie.
Yeah, I thought that was me. Yeah, you could hear that. I said,
Sorry.
"All right. She's trying to get down with some scratching.
That's crazy. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, Brenda. Hello. What's up, Shmiga?
Hey.
Let's start inviting some peeps in here. I'm supposed to, let me see if I'm. What's up, Eva? How are you? Can I see Marie in here?
Are you? Marie? How's my
There
mic?
she
Is that loud enough? Is it too loud?
That's good.
Okay.
Marie, what's up, Marie? Marie, are you friends with Lady Liv? Lady Liv, that's her name. There she is, Lady Liv. She told me to invite her, but I'm on my other account, so let me follow you on that one. I just sent you a thing. Don't put your phone on the board, girl. All right, let's see. What's going on? What's up, Marie? Y'all go follow Lady Liv. Lady Liv, is that SCC?
So she responded to me.
Okay, good. I don't
She
know
said
what. I can't send messages. If y'all are messaging me on the DMs, they're not working. It happens every once in a while. It might be my phone. I don't know. But I tried to go on through the TikTok and do it too.
Yeah.
Did you get the songs I sent you?
I did, yeah. I'm getting one of them now.
No, you're fine. I just want to make sure. I know I asked you, but... Crissy, we're going to bring you on in just a couple minutes, okay? Give me just a minute. Dame un momento. Can y'all hit that share button for me? Let's share it 5 times. Big fellas go out to Washington, to Hondo, to McKinney, Waxahachie, and Red Oak in the house. What's up, Jess? Saludos going out to Let's Talk Tejano. Hello, Mike. Buenas noches. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, happy heavenly birthday to Selena. I'm glad that we're doing this on this special day. I mean, what a way to just show that the music is still...
That's right. Okay.
Right? Like, this is awesome. I'm so glad.
Que viva el Tejano.
Yes. Que viva la reina. Thank you, Crissy, for sharing. It's exciting. I'm glad we picked today to do this. I'm sharing. Right. How was y'all's day? I know Elite's gonna put a song here for us. There you go. Learn how to do the green screen. I don't have any pictures on this laptop though, so we'll definitely do that. 1 second. Saludos to Esther, DJ Weddle. Hi, how are you? Y'all hit that share button. It was crossed. I got you, girl. I got you. Thank you so much for joining, Lady Liv. Gracias, gracias. Thank you for the gift. Y'all follow DJ Elite. He has a show every Friday night, Freestyle Friday, Queen's Box Saturday, and Soulful Sunday. Great Friday music, an amazing DJ.
Thank you. I will zell you later for that.
I'll send you the invoice. Good, Eva. Yeah, he's got good music. Marie.
Thank you.
So let's go back to my mods. Y'all give it up to the mods. Marie and Terry working hard for us. So big shout out to our mods. In just a minute, we're gonna bring Crissy on with us. I'm so excited, but y'all need to hit that share button for us. Let's get this out there.
Mentira de lo nuestro.
how to turn that camera on?
Yes, I got it.
All right. If not, I'll help you through. Huh?
Hi guys.
There she is. There she is.
Hello.
I'm gonna put you in the big screen. All right.
Oh, no, okay. Well, it's a good thing that I brushed my teeth and
Right.
brushed my hair.
Put a little bit of makeup on. I know. I
Oh, thank you.
always tell the guys, let me fix my face.
Anything helps, right? It helps me.
Same. Thank you for sharing the live. Welcome into La Dreamer. Big saludos. Hello, hello.
Hey, aloha. Saludos.
Aloha. I love that. Oh, I can't wait for everybody to find out if they don't already know. How exciting. If y'all can hit that share button for us, let's tell a friend that we are live right now with the amazing Crissy E.
Yes.
Alright, are you ready, Elite? Should we get this started? Jorge, you ready? He left. Jorge left us. Oh, okay.
Let's make it official. Let's make it official.
You're listening to Let's Talk Tejano with your host, Miss Mary Triple M, interviewing the latest and greatest in Tejano music y más.
Awesome. Welcome in. Jorge is joining us as well. Let me find him. Let me find Jorge. Welcome into another edition of Let's Talk Tejano. Grab him in here. Okay. Hey Jesse. Welcome in everybody. If y'all can do me a favor and hit that share button just one time. One time.
No sé qué será lo que tienes, yo no sé qué me duele. Cuando se me acerca mi corazoncito.
Hello Relic. How are you?
Hello. Aloha. Hi.
We're getting Jorge in here and then we'll get started. Hi Mom. My mama's in here. Big saludos to my mama.
Buenas tardes, Miss Cruz. Welcome in.
There he is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
All
How are
right.
you? We can officially start. Like I said, welcome in to another edition of Let's Talk Tejano. Tonight we have the amazing, beautiful, young Crissy E in the house with us tonight. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to let my co-hosts introduce themselves and then we're going to turn it right over to you, okay? To my left. Go ahead.
Hello, welcome in, Crissy. This is DJ Elite, DJ out of Dallas, Texas. Been DJing for over 20 years and blessed, of course, to have you on board. Big fan, old and new Tejano, and I am one of the newest members of Let's Talk Tejano. So once again, it's been a blessing to interview so many different artists and glad to have you on board. Thank you so much for your time.
Nice meeting you.
And to his left, we have Jorge. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Well, sorry, I was having some sound trouble here. Sorry I'm late. Not my day today, but it's gonna be better.
Like a Monday.
Yeah, I'm Jorge. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to have you on board. Looking forward to meeting you and introducing you to our listeners here and our followers, and get some insight on your career.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Most definitely. So we're going to turn it right over. Welcome again, Miss Crissy E. I'm going to let you introduce yourself to everybody that's watching. Y'all, please continue to tap that screen, share the live, and thank you in advance for all the gifts that you're sending. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Crissy E. I'm an artist, a Tejano artist out of Corpus Christi, Texas. This is actually my third year being a professional artist. I did start when I was young, but then life happens, I got lost. But I found my music again, which is my passion. And so, yeah, thank you for having me. And it's great knowing each and every one of you all. And, hopefully everybody enjoys this interview. And you can just ask away whatever questions y'all have, I'll answer. I'm an open book. So anything y'all want to ask, y'all can ask. Even the audience out there that are tuning in as well.
You
Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
You did say that you started a little early. So, how long have you been singing professionally and like, how long have you loved singing?
So, when I was younger, like about maybe 6 or 7, my dad had built a picnic table, and that's where it all started. Where I would imagine my dreams, right? I would imagine being on Star Search, being on Domingo Show, being on Johnny Canales, being on something, what is it, Sábado Gigante and stuff like that. So that's where it all started, because I would see all these young, artists performing, and I loved it. I love music. Something about it just attracted me. So when my dad built that table, that was my stage.
Now you took it back to Star Search. My God, you took it to Sábado Gigante. Oh my God. So that tells me you're an 80s baby.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes, I'm an 80s baby. And actually, like I was, I love like all the pop culture as well, like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, everything that came on Star Search. And then of course I had my Domingo Show, everybody's seen Domingo Show every Sunday was a barbacoa and Big Red Night.
That's right, yes.
So yeah, and then of course I grew up listening to Tejano, with my family. But the Hawaiian part came in when I met my husband. So I'll get into that here in a little bit. Yeah, so
we have a little bit of a twist. So you grew up watching artists and imagining what it was going to be like. What was you mentioned Sábado Gigante and some of the others. Who were you influenced by? And not even Tejano, but who were you influenced by?
Well, I know y'all heard of Yolanda El Rio, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my older sister, growing up, she would always put the track on of Yolanda El Rio all the time. So that was like my favorite to go to, because I loved the way she sang. She had a very strong, heartfelt voice, And then it attracted me because I was like, wow, this lady sings with passion, And I was little and I knew, I knew all the track, like what's the next song after the next. And that's all she would listen to. But then, of course, the Tejano came in, or the Norteño, Ramon Ayala. I would come home from school and my mom would be listening to Ramon Ayala, in the middle of the day. And I'm like, oh, so every time Ramon Ayala plays, I cry because my mom's no longer here. But that's a reminder that, I grew up listening to all that. And thanks to my parents and my siblings,
The power of music, because I grew up listening to Tejano and country music because of my parents. And there are certain songs that just tug at your heartstrings because you remember where you were and what you were doing and what your parents felt about the music. So it definitely pulls at your heartstrings. Okay, so we have a little bit of outside influence. And what pulled you into Tejano music? Was it like a specific artist, the genre itself, the culture? Like what,
My roots, in the culture, actually. My husband, he's born and raised in Hawaii, and he didn't know nothing about Tejano. He didn't know how to speak Spanish. He didn't understand it. And we're always listening to Hawaiian music, So I was like, you know what? I think it's time. It's time for the Tejano to come out,
Absolutely.
I was like, my turn. You already have 5-6 years. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to introduce him. So the first thing I introduced him was Norteño, which was Ramon Ayala, and he loved it. So now he knows Ramon Ayala songs. He'll sing you a song of Ramon Ayala, and he knows like, oh, that's Ramon Ayala, right? And I'm like, yes, it's Ramon Ayala. So I introduced him, to music, Spanish music, little by little. I had to tread softly because I didn't know what to expect.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then it came about that back in 2010, he went to a church retreat and he met Freddie Martinez Jr. And that's how it all came upon, actually. Him and Freddie Martinez Jr. Became real close friends, during the church retreat. And they stayed stuck friends for a long time. And we're still friends. We even got more closer because that's where I record all my music from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, did Freddie know that you sang? How did that come about?
No, he didn't know. He just, my husband was just always mentioning, that I like to sing. My husband would take me to, we would go to karaoke bars. I'd go to the restaurants, to Mexican restaurants, and my husband would call the mariachis over to the table and pay them so that I can sing. And I'm like, and there was days, where I was like, oh my God, I don't want to do this because I'm nobody, And he'd always put me in the spot, and at that time I was pregnant as well. He was singing. And then so he would tell Freddie, stories like that. And Freddie was like, well, I would like to meet her one day. I had never met Freddie Martinez. I knew of their, their recording studio, growing up. I've heard here and there, but I didn't know them personally like the way I know them now. But yeah, so, one day it was like after, I think COVID was already coming, they had lifted the restrictions of COVID one day. And we went to the recording studio just to go look around and hang out like we would do, in a normal day. And Freddie Martinez Jr. happened to be there, and my husband was like, "Oh, I brought my wife this time. She knows how to sing." And and I'm like, "Oh my God!" So then he goes, your husband brags so much about you singing. He goes, "Can you sing a song?" He goes, "I want to listen to it." I was like, "Okay."
No pressure, right? But just sing a song.
I was like, "Is this like a gimmick? Is it like, are y'all fooling me or what's going on, So I sang, the first song I sang was from Yolanda and Rio. And then after that, I sang Una Llena from Elida Reina. And he was like, wow. He goes, when do you want to record? When do you want to start? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I guess, yeah, I'll do it next week.
Right now, let me just.
I'm like, you guys looking for music? I was like, what do I do? What am I going to sing? So the first thing that came to mind was I'm going to do a cover song. So I did a cover song from Yolanda and Rio, which is, but the engineer, we made it like a cumbia, because I didn't want to start with like a heart-filling song because she already sings that, she sings mariachi and it's very, very touching. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pump it up a little bit. Let's dance. And I know people will recognize it if they know who Yolanda del Rio is, right? So I did that. And then my second cover was Bronco, Quiereme Como Te Quiero. That one's also a slow song, which I made. We made it a little bit more upbeat so people could dance. So then after that, my husband's like, I got an idea. And I was like, oh my God, what's your idea? I'll listen to you. What's going on? And he's like, he goes, we can implement my culture in there. And I'm like, nope, how? Nope, no, I don't even want to hear it. I was like, man, I don't think so. I don't think people, they'll accept it. I don't know. I'm just kind of iffy about it. I was skeptical. I was like, man, I don't think it's going to work. He goes, how about we get a Hawaiian song and try to do it in Spanish? He goes, and we can implement the Hawaiian instruments. And I was like, ooh, that's too hard. Because the fact that the Hawaiian music there's a different dialect. If you were to get a Hawaiian music or an English music, of course, and the words have to change because it's not the same as the way you sing it in a certain language, right? So I had to change the wording on one song. So we got this guy named Isaac Rodriguez. I think he's from Three Rivers or from Mathis. So the engineer called him in and he heard the song and he was like, we're going to change it up a bit because there were some words that we cannot it just didn't sound right, So he made it my own. So that's when Mariano, which is my engineer, he's the best engineer anybody could ever have. He is the best. I've been working with him for 3 years, and I love it because all my music's been successful out there because of him. So then he implemented the ukulele. He implemented the cowbells, the steel drums, and he started making it more. It sounded more tropical.
That's exactly what I was going to point on. Is it's one thing to of course, translate the music, right? The words, just like in Spanish. You grew up Tejana. We say certain sayings, dichos that we have that they just don't translate correctly. You try to tell your Americano friend, and they're just looking at you like, that doesn't make sense. But as far as the instruments, you started mentioning the ukulele, the steel drum. What was the other thing you mentioned?
The cowbell.
The cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell.
Yeah.
Are there any other instruments that you would say are dominant in, Hawaiian music?
Yes, there is one. It's really tropical. It's did I say it already? The steel drum, the one that has like all the.
Oh yeah, the steel
little
drum.
dips inside.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Wow.
we ordered one.
All right. Wow.
He said it was called the congos.
No, I don't think she's talking about the Congos. I think that's got a different
There's a
name.
different one that looks like an inside drum.
Yeah, the
that
steel
has,
steel
like,
drum
little-
that's exactly what it
steel
is.
drum.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
marimbas or something. I forgot what they were called.
And it's
Right.
very tropical and it's beautiful. Like you can hit all the notes and it's just like it sounds like if you're like in a tropical, place.
Right. And they
So-
use that a lot in reggae music as well.
Yes,
The steel
they
drum.
do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So
Wow.
the Hawaiian music, to be honest, like the Hawaiian music sounds like reggae.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful because a lot of people think it's your typical like old fashioned Hawaiian, I guess. Like,
Uh-huh.
but it's actually there's different types. There's country Hawaiian.
Right.
There's rock Hawaiian.
Okay.
So I came up with Tejano Hawaiian.
So what?
It's so
That was good.
cool.
They don't have that, in Hawaii nor in Texas.
Right.
If like one time I was Googling it and just to make sure, nothing came up but Crissy E. So I was like, oh wow, okay.
Wow.
You are a trendsetter, and
Absolutely.
that's awesome.
And like I told everybody, I'm doing the single legacy, for my girls. I have 2 girls and they love singing, but they're shy. So I'm leaving it, I want to leave a legacy for them and for my grandkids and for my great grandkids, to come and be like, wow, my grandma did this, and if they were to go to Hawaii, hey, my music's over there and it's over here. So
Exactly.
to remember,
Yeah.
So that's why I did it.
Wow, that is something right there. That is history in the making. I mean, it literally is. And like Mary said, a trend setting, a trend setting. Now, so your husband, is he a fan of, now you mentioned the music. So is that going back to his traditional Hawaiian music, or would you consider that newer music that he listened to? Or
All.
I would say, okay, like, he has his, of course, he listens to both, and he's becoming a big fan of my music.
he better, right?
He's so excited because I implemented the 2 cultures. Culture is a lot, it means a lot to me, and especially with everything going on, so I, like, it's like almost keeping a piece, with other cultures, you know what I mean? So it's like keeping the peace with the different cultures and, be about every culture, not just one, and kind of open doors for others to come in and, hey, try something new, And it doesn't hurt to try anything new. At first, I didn't want to be honest, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. What's the worst they can say is no.
Right.
Exactly. And be rejected. But in this case, everybody's loving it, and I mean, I've been accepted in both cultures. I actually did I did my Tejano in Hawaii, or my Tejano music in an Island Fest in San Antonio recently, and they loved it. They were dancing. You had Polynesians dancing to my music, and I was like, wow, I was blown away.
If they're dancing, that's all that matters. That's what it's all about.
And then someone were recognizing the beats, they were like, hey, we recognize that beat, and I'm like, yeah, well, I got the inspiration from a Hawaiian music, and here comes my husband, and they're from Hawaii, so they talk about it, and they talk about the music and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Now, is he actually a musician? Does he play an instrument, or
He does. He plays
right.
the drums. He plays. I want to say. I know he's on right now. You want to come over here real quick, John? He plays for some group called Pacific Islanders here in Corpus Christi, and
Right.
he's been doing it for many years. My daughter used to do hula dancing, and he's been with them for a very long time. And I would support him, 100%. I would go with him because they always perform at the Shrimpery every year. and he was opening
Hello.
up big time artists that he didn't know. So let him tell you about it.
Welcome in. So
Aloha.
aloha.
But,
Wow. So we just heard an amazing story about you and
Sorry.
how much of an influence you are. And that is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to put you on the spot. How long have y'all been together?
16 years.
Wow.
Am I right?
September 1st is our anniversary.
Asking, are you telling us?
I was gonna test them, be like, when's the anniversary though?
Yeah, right?
September 1st. Actually, yeah, you have to use that your anniversary dates for like your email or something, so that way you never forget.
That way you never fail the test.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's great. Thank you for joining us as well. Welcome in.
Over there.
Thank you.
And a big shout out to what was it again? The Pacific Islanders, is that correct?
Yes. I do percussion for them, and the drums and all that, and so yeah, that's what I do. She was telling me who all I was opening up for, and I never knew who they were.
Oh, really? Wow. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Well, good. I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know they were like big time Tejano artists or groups.
So you being new to the Tejano world, what is your thought? What's your thought of Tejano culture and the Tejano music? Like,
Okay. This is my thought, okay, not Crissy E's. So if anyone gets upset, get upset at me. My whole thought on it is it's different. With the Polynesian culture, when everyone performs, whether you're drumming, playing ukulele, playing guitar or piano, keyboard, or whatever the case may be, or even singing, if someone from another band is missing a member, they didn't show up, well, everyone else will fill in for them. Like we help each other. We're always there to help one another throughout the whole music industry. In the Tejano world, I noticed, again, if anyone gets upset, please get upset with me. These are my thoughts. They call me the Hawaiian Cowboy. You're welcome to look me up. You feel some way, go ahead, talk to me about it. That's fine. I noticed that, I'm trying to season my words. I noticed that it's only about themselves. It's like, here's a perfect example. If you have crabs in a bucket and they all want to get out, instead of helping one another get out that damn bucket, get out that bucket, they're over there pulling each other down. So in the Tejano industry, if everybody realized, man, you know how big you guys will be if you guys help each other?
Yes.
So that's...
I can see that and respect that opinion. Seeing the Tejano music culture for so many years.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that we should be helping each other, and there are bands that have been in it long enough that know what the struggle is, and that we need to help each other out, especially... we have a lot of talent out there. We have a lot of
There's
talent.
a lot of talent.
A lot of young and new to the Tejano culture, but young as well. That if we could just help each other out, we would benefit. I think that's a very valid opinion, and I can see how that looks from the outside.
Yeah, there's, man.
What's your name again? How do you pronounce your name?
Well, mine?
Yeah, I see your screen name, but I'm trying to...
Oh, like Damas Caballeros.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Hawaiian, Puerto Rican, Filipino. That's why.
All right, I didn't want to destroy that name, man. That's why I had to ask. That point you brought up, we've actually touched on that several times with different guests. It's not something that it's one of those elephant in the room type of topics.
Yeah.
It has to be discussed. It has to be reckoned. Is they going to turn heads? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nope. But it does need to be discussed because we have, like y'all said, a new talent that's already here. That's trying to push through that door when you probably have people on the other side of the door still trying to hold it. At bay. That's something that's been discussed here before. It's not something that's just it's a topic.
It is, and that's why we asked that question, and that's a great question, Mary. I mean, because we do want that input from the outside looking in. It's so hard to see it when you're in the group, but when you have someone on the outside, it definitely makes a difference. So thank you so much for that. I mean, we appreciate that honest,
no problem.
Input. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's vice versa too, because when I performed at the Island Fest, I didn't know what to expect. I was singing Spanish, but I thought that they were going to be like, oh, it's Tejano, but because of the instruments and stuff, I made it fun, and of course they loved it. But I was like, he was scared. I was scared to do that for the Polynesians, that they loved it. So, and then I kind of realized, like, hey, music's music. If you're gonna, if you love the vibe and you love the way they sing, pain, then I love you like that, regardless.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Music is music, and just good music is good music, and you're going to appreciate it and have an appreciation for it. So I'm glad it worked out for you. I really did. So
up on the island, we're discussing this before the show, but is the majority of Tejano fans out there military, from naval base and all that, or do you actually have native Tejanos that actually get over there, what they call it over there?
I'm sorry, George. George, your mic is just a little. It's muffled. It seems like, unfortunately. So.
Okay.
What was the question again?
Let me try it again. Hold on a second.
There you go. There
right
you go.
There.
We can hear you.
Perfect, right there. Well, you were perfect.
At least I fixed something.
You're good. You're good.
My question was, with the Tejano fan base out there in the islands, is that, we're discussing this earlier between Mary and Elite and I. Is it mostly military implants out there in the naval bases, or you actually had native Texan Tejanos that live out there?
There's actually several people from Texas that lives there, but yeah, majority is the military base that's out there, and of course, now that my wife's been performing, I have a huge family in Hawaii. And it's word of mouth that's been traveling all over the islands, even to the Philippines and everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, they invited me actually to the Philippines to go perform.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
I was like, whoa, that's too sick.
yeah, even to Japan as well. So
Nice.
Yeah.
so I have my family's huge, and we've got family that's staying in Canada, Alaska, Puerto Rico. So once they hear her music, they start jamming it over there. So word of mouth been traveling big time to the point where I'm not sure if I don't want to jump ahead of the interview or whatever. I don't know. Did you guys ever ask what's her next gig or anything? Okay.
In the
Not
future,
yet.
we're kind of working toward that.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah. Then I'll let her do that part because I just confirmed it today.
All right.
Ooh,
So
we'll definitely showcase that here.
yeah, this is a huge one. So this is like the big surprise.
Awesome.
So
Well,
we get to
maybe we'll
announce
get
it.
to. Sorry.
yeah.
Does it involve you from
We're also
Texas?
supposed to be performing at the Aloha Fest this coming week or next weekend, but I had to cancel because they called me from I do church, and I help out the church a lot, and they called me to do music teachings and the music. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that because God's calling me. I gotta go do the teaching, and so I had to cancel the Aloha Fest. So that was going to be another big one, in front of a lot of people from Hawaii and all over the world, from Texas and stuff like that. So yeah, but maybe next year I'll do that.
that would definitely be cool. Okay, so we kind of touched on a little bit of the history of the music and where you've been and what has been your influence and your trend setting. You are making Tejano music known throughout the world now, right? Because they're hearing it in the Philippines and Japan and that's amazing. What does that mean to you? Like when you hear that, when they're like do they ask you about other artists? Are they curious about Tejano music, or are they just like, we want you? And like, tell us a little bit about that.
There are curious about Tejano because I do get a lot of like military people that are Mexican Americans, and they're based in the Philippines and Hawaii, and they listen to Tejano, right? So it's a triple effect. And they're inside person, when you listen to E, and it's like, wait a minute, that's Hawaiian and Tejano? I'm Hawaiian, or I'm an islander or whatever, and you start listening to more of the Spanish music, But yeah, so when they tell me that they're playing my music at the Philippines, I'm like, wow, it's unbelievable, it's something I would never imagine, I'd be my music playing in the Philippines or even Hawaii, So yeah, it's like a dream,
A big shout out to all of our military out there. Big saludos to all the military. Thank you so much for everything that they do. And big shout out to everybody coming in as well. Quick names. We got DJ Sip and the Usual Suspects. We got DJ Ray. Let's see who else. Jonathan Santiago. Of course, everybody holding it down. Terry La Tejanita, the Maz, Ophelia Rodriguez, and so many that are all checking in. So thank y'all so much. It is Crissy E that we have right now. Yes, that's right. All right.
So, Jorge, are you ready? Do you have a question?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. So, you touched on your history, your career path and all. So let's jump over to 2 years ago, 2023. You went on Belinda Live. Can you, describe that experience for me?
That came out. That was a dream come true, actually. I manifested when I was little, and they called me at Domingo Live, and they were like, "Do you want to come perform and tell us about your story?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's one of my dreams." Tick the mark. So I went there, and it was a great experience. The staff there was really great. Barbie and Rudy, they embraced the music that I brought to them, and they loved it. And they were just so curious, how did it start and stuff like that, of course. And we gave them it's called Kukuy nut necklaces. So, like if we were in person, I'd have to take one for every one of you, because that's a tradition in Hawaii. So I brought a little bit of Hawaii to Texas, So it's like when they do the lays.
Yes.
We buy Kukuy nut necklaces, or my husband ordered them from Hawaii, or the family member will send them to us, and we'll give it to the DJs or to the podcaster or whoever's interviewing. So I got to give one to Rudy, one to Barbie.
Did you say
nice, very nice. Yeah, you said Kukuy, right?
Kukuy nut necklace. Okay, you know how we say Kukuy because it's a monster?
Right.
For like the Kukuy nut necklace. A lot of words that I've learned throughout the years. I know, they say like hanabaras. For us, it's boogers, mocos. So they're hanabaras. Another one is ucus, piojos.
Yeah. That's cuckoos, huh?
Ukus.
There's a lot of words that I've learned, and
right.
Vice versa, I'll teach him.
I guess, well, you know what? Being in Tejano music, the most important is how do the Hawaiians, or I guess that would be correct term, the Hawaiians, so those from Hawaii, we have our gritos, okay? So what do they have gritos? What would you say would be the equivalent of a grito in Hawaiian music?
Yes, the Polynesian culture, they have their own. It's you see Moana, right?
Yes.
Okay, the chihu, that's ours.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't do it too loud. I'll hurt I can't do it. I'll hurt everybody's ear.
That's all right, though. We will keep an eye out for that, and maybe maybe that will be incorporated in one of the songs.
Whenever you hear somebody in the crowd doing their choo,
okay,
you'll know they're Polynesian.
Right on.
Yeah, I heard. We went to, as a matter of fact, we went to a concert from some of our friends from Hawaii. They're called Momole.
Mole, yeah.
There was so many Polynesians in San Antonio, and everybody was doing that. Everybody. And I was like, oh wow.
All these gritos, yeah. Let me throw in. So do you throw a grito, Crissy?
The wrong one.
do you throw gritos?
I guess only when I'm drunk now.
Well,
So you have
I'll definitely have to get educated in the language over there, because if somebody invited me to a mole party, I'll be 100% down. You know what kind of mole I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, not that kind. No, Mole is the group. Yeah. you're talking about Pakalolo. So yeah, I get it.
Okay.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
I want to continue welcoming everybody in. I know Elite just mentioned a few. We have DJ Chris Knight, DJ Magic Mike. We have Emma from Washington, Blue Sky,
Zarnado.
Fred Garza, Adam, Marie, DJ Zarnado, DJ Ray, Carlos P. Garcia, Tejano singer. My mom is in here. Janae? Is that her name? Janae? Am I saying Esco? Am I saying her name wrong? And Mari Garcia from El Paso. So welcome everybody that is in here. Please continue to share the live, tap the screen. We are interviewing the beautiful Crissy E, and we have her husband in here who has is showing the influences that he has brought to her music, and I think she's being a trendsetter. You missed a little bit if you're just joining, but I do want to welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the live. We talked about you being a trendsetter. We talked about bringing that outside influence. This is a tougher subject with Tejano music because of the culture itself. We kind of already hit on a subject about helping each other, but as a female artist in the Tejano culture, what has been your experience? Positive or negative? Because I know we have both. You've been accepted. You're in there. You're getting invited. You're working with Freddie Martinez Jr. Like, you're in their studio. So you're talented. You're in there. But what are some challenges that you think we should know about?
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh God.
For me, like, everybody's going on one road. I'm trying to go on my own road and trying to build my own road. Now, that would be up to anybody. If you want to follow, you can, but I'm not going to go to the same road that everybody's doing. That's one of my things. However, being a woman in the talent industry, it's not like it used to be back then. It's now we have a lot of more beautiful, talented women in the talent industry. And I came across a lot of them that are really nice, very welcoming. Myself, I don't consider myself like way up there yet, However, I do stay humble, and I do accept everybody and I try to help out or support, all the other artists. Now, if they want to do, support me, and I mean, that's up to them. If they don't want to, that's fine. But I don't complain about it or it doesn't matter because I'm building my own. Like, hey, if you want to support me, bye. I'm over here, But I do support them in any way I can. They come up, they come to me and be like, hey, you want to do collaboration? That's fine. I'm all for it, But yeah, if you would have asked anybody else, like the legendaries, some of them, they've done their part already, and it's understandable. Some of them are retiring, So, but we as a young artists that are coming in, or uprising artists, we have to continue that legacy as well, But yeah. But I haven't came into like any kind of negativity or anything like that yet, Now, if there is, I don't know about it. So, and it doesn't really bother me, I guess, because I'm Crissy and I'm doing my best to leave a legacy. That's all I want. Leave a legacy to my kids. Doesn't matter the fame or the money like that. And I've always said this over and over again. This is only supposed to be a hobby at first, honestly. Because I do work, I work, and then my work life, my home life, and then of course my music. So it all became, like I said, because we're just coming out of COVID and it was supposed to be a hobby, but now it's more than just a hobby. I create fans, they follow me, they like my music, they want more. So I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna give them the music and, fast and talk about it. It takes time to do it. You have to pay money, you know what I mean? You have to have fun for all of that as well, So yeah.
Like you mentioned, the legendaries, they've kind of passed away, right? Of course. And we always have to, not negatively, like, Selena's legend, right? And today being a very special day with La Reina and everything, but I think we have to continue the evolution, and I think that's great that you're taking a step to the side and saying, okay, that's great, and that shaped me who I wanted to be, but this is what I want to bring to the style. We often talk about in our podcast here the evolution of the music to keep younger kids in here, right? We have to incorporate, and I'm glad that you're doing that, different styles and different, you're bringing different instruments, you're changing the game a little bit, and I think that's awesome that you're doing that, because what if you spark someone else's interest and then they're like, okay, I like Tejano music, I like what she did, and now I want to do this. So like, not only being a trendsetter, but you're also setting the mark that it can be done. I am a female artist in this culture, and I made a pathway. I paved my own way to be here. Yes, I've had some help. I've had some influences, but I think that's great, and I really hope that everyone that's watching and everyone that listens to your music listens to that. Like, it's not just adding a ukulele. You're changing the music to evolve it for the better, and that's what we need to do, right?
Adding a fusion to the Tejano,
The what?
It's like adding a fusion with the Tejano, Hawaiian Tejano fusion.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, and you're in that culture to Tejano music, and that's great. Now, you've mentioned Freddie and Freddie Martinez, and that's wonderful that I think now he's a family friend. Now, does that mean that you are leaning more towards a label with him or Freddie Records, or are you still independent? Do you have a band?
No, I'm independent.
Okay.
To be honest, I like being independent,
Yes.
You get a lot of more, you get to do a lot more stuff,
Yes.
I mean, I would love to be, have a label for the Records, for my business. But for now, I'm independent. I am, however, trying to get a band.
All right.
It's very difficult to get a band. Because sometimes they're not coming, they're saying yes right away, they want to come into the need somebody to practice. So even if it's one Sunday out of the week, after church, come practice. A lot of people. I mean, I don't know anybody here in Corpus. I mean, they all use, to be honest, like some of the artists use the same band members. So, yeah, but I am looking for a band. But somebody has to be committed to, taking my music and come along with us and to take it to the next
Right,
step.
having that idealism with you and having that passion with you. So, and that is something that you're still working and then still doing this as a hobby. Like a lot of us, whether we're DJing or doing our podcasts or anything. So that drive for you, I would imagine, has to be your children and your family.
It's a stress reliever.
What's that?
Music.
Yes.
Stress reliever because, I work, I have a 8-to-5 job, and I don't want to be like, when I'm stressed, people have an addiction, like they come to alcoholics or, drug addicts or whatever, not me. I'm like, I want my music.
Right, yes.
I gotta record it, or listening to music, dancing to music. That's what I do.
That is great. Music is therapy. It really is. Music is life for all of us. So, and you're just adding to it. That just makes it that much more beautiful. That's wonderful.
Jorge, you have a question?
Can y'all hear me? That's
Yes.
the first question. Oh,
Perfect.
thank God. All right, got that out the way. No, I mean, I was just, kind of thinking back of some of the things you said here earlier, how you want to leave a lasting legacy for your daughters, musically, your music's always going to live on, obviously. But man, I think, kind of going a little bit more in detail or depth into your answer, I think you're going to leave a lasting legacy on the culture genre itself, Mary brought up Selena earlier and some of the past, living and legends that passed on. And here you are, doing something. I'm not, maybe something that has been done before with a different culture or a different sound or whatever. But this is the first time I heard about it, my first time. But you're definitely going to leave that legacy on the genre. People are going to be talking about, man, that singer, Crissy, she brought the Hawaiian, sound to it, With that being said, you did Domingo Live, so, and I know your husband here is going to touch on, your next project here coming up, but the States, how often do you come back to the States to perform?
I actually live in the States. We go to Hawaii periodically.
Oh, I dropped the ball on that one, sorry.
I'm over there, so when we have the funds, because it's very, very expensive at times, so we were over there when we were in the before, right, April?
Yeah, we went to Hawaii 2018, right? Was the last? No, I take that back.
I know.
About 2 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. Ended up taking them to another side of the island. So.
And it's
So
always
obviously-
fun going because it's different. You like it's a lot relaxing. Different things.
And-
times where we want to pack up and leave.
And back to what you said as far as creating something for the Tejano culture, us too as well, with the Tejano music being mixed with the Hawaiian music, that's not done in on our side as well. So
And
she,
on both sides.
yes,
Okay.
she paved her own road on both cultures. So, sorry, sometimes my pidgin comes out. In Hawaii, we speak pidgin, which is broken English. So I try my best to catch it.
We call that Spanglish over
That's
here.
right. We
Oh, okay, cool. I don't feel that bad then.
right.
So, your fusion, right? So someone put in here, we would like to hear a new sound. I think we should start with one of your originals where you broke that trend. Elite, do you have, do you want to,
Well, first track would be what? Adictita. Wait.
Adictati.
Adictati. Yes. Yeah. Which I had played. Yeah, we can definitely put that on. Let's check this one out right here. Oh, I say that. Which
Yeah,
I
that
love
didn't
that
sound
one
like a
right
steel
there.
drum.
Actually, I have the steel drum right in front of me.
Yeah, that didn't sound like a steel
wait
drum to
minute,
me.
let play it for you.
Yeah. I know, I mess with my nieces and nephews, the little ones, when they come here. I play Baby Shark.
There we go.
That's it.
Adictati, Addicted to You. Now, this was released in 2023. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Como lo hicimos la primera noche cuando te conocí, baby. Es bueno conocerte otra vez. Como lo hicimos la primera noche cuando te conocí, baby. Eres la dulzura que provoca mis antojos. Estoy adicta a ti. Estoy adicta a ti. Te quiero conocer por dentro y por fuera. Sé la magia en tus ojos que te hace feliz.
Yeah, if you're not moving to that, then something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yes, I hear the acordeon in there. You hear the drums. Yeah.
The loudness of the islanders going.
Yes.
Yeah, in the very beginning.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that at the very beginning.
Yeah, that's our grito.
Love it,
It is
man.
a catchy tune, and I think that will entice the younger generation to like that music, that style. They're gonna be like ears perked, like I can dance to this. It's something very stress free, like smooth flowing. And I like that you took the approach that is your first song because it hit a mark, like it hit,
Yes.
So then let's talk about. Go ahead.
The song was it was at number 1 in 2 of the radio stations for like about 7 consecutive weeks.
Actually, several radio stations. More than 2 radio stations.
So I was impressed because every time I go in and then the guys would message us and be like, "Hey, your song's still on there, guys." Oh, wow. And I was watching the weeks, so I was like, "We're already on the 5th week. Go to 6th week, go to 7th." I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, and when you said the young generation, we have this guy, DJ Tiger Maze. His son doesn't listen to a lot of Tejanos or music or likes, Tejano music. However, he added Adicta a Ti to his playlist.
Yes.
And
Wow. So that just goes.
yeah,
to show-
Tiger Maze was shocked.
Yeah.
Get a
Wow.
little twist in there. That's really great. So sorry, go ahead. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So was it big shoes to follow when you were picking your next song? Like when you were thinking of what next, were you like, oh my gosh, this sat here for a few weeks in the chart, like months, like were you like, okay, what do I do next? Or was this just easy? You knew what was coming? Like talk to us the process of going through your next song.
Well, my next song was easy to make because I wanted to keep it Hawaiian Tejano because I knew that one was already up there, I was like, let's do another one, and of course my husband's all for it. He's like, yeah, let's do this. So we went to the studio with Mariano, we brought another song and we can do it. Okay, Mariano loved it because his vocals, he didn't try to go anybody, but his vocals are the very, very end of Tejano.
He doesn't want to admit that. He doesn't want to admit it, but at the very end of that song, that's our engineer singing.
And I'm like, wow, he's singing it like nothing, and we implemented an artist from Matamoros. He did like kind of a little part, a rapping part, I want to say. Because I probably could do rap, but I probably have to be drunk.
Like, let's
No.
do it, girl. On the turntables, you can start rapping.
And so we brought, I wanted somebody else to come in and help me, and kind of make it more, bring it more alive, that song. That song's also a Hawaiian song that we had to fix the reward everything. We think was it the chorus song or the verse from the English?
Say that again?
Was it the chorus of the song or the verse we stayed with that just that? Because everything else was
The only thing we kept was the chorus. Everything else we had to rewrite the whole thing. So again, I didn't realize how different the dialect is going. So
Translate, even from like. Go ahead.
It's difficult for the dialect because you have to switch words around. So then I'm like, well, let's just make it our own. Just start fresh.
yeah,
Right.
It
Yeah.
loses some of the translation when you're going from different dialects. Because even from like parts of Mexico coming to Tejano, they lose some of the, so I can only imagine a whole different nationality, going in there.
yeah.
Can we hear that next song, Elite? Is that?
Which one is that one?
Se que me ama.
Yes, absolutely.
That one was filmed. Even the music video was filmed in Corpus.
Okay.
Where can we watch that music video? Can y'all
It's
share?
on all digital YouTube.
YouTube. I think.
Yeah.
So Crissy E, Se que me ama.
Como bien, sé que me ama.
You hear the ukulele?
Yeah.
Escucha cómo canta y toca su
Yes.
guitarra. La forma que trata a su familia es chistoso.
Mari Shofi says, eso.
Solo canta esta canción pa' sonreír, baby.
Daughter's dancing. Look at that. He's Crissy.
I got my daughter is dancing.
Nice.
Hello to Victoria. Victoria's loving it. Yes.
I'll be definitely adding that to my playlist next pool
Yes.
on the poolside this summer.
It's a relaxing, like
Yeah.
a reggae, you know, feeling.
Nice, very nice.
You know what?
Yes.
I was telling my husband the other day, I said, you know how everybody think about Mariah Carey in the Christmas, when it's Christmas time? Well, the summertime, everybody kicks it, baby goes into that song.
There you go.
Yeah, we have a lot of summer songs.
And I'm actually working on a new music video for Valeremos Pronto. The other song, the other Hawaiian song. Yeah, I have
You're working another video. Okay.
Yeah, the second springtime hits and your son comes along, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's that time of year."
Everybody pull out their lava lavas and we put them on.
Yeah.
And don't forget the coconuts.
Lord have mercy.
Now, we're going
I'm
from
game.
that style of music, which is absolutely excellent. It's almost a cumbia and tropical. I mean, it's just it's Crissy E. That's what it is. And then from there we go to something like this, which is I believe is your newest, right? And this is Ya no pierdas más tu tiempo. Now,
I didn't touch it on musical part. The instruments, I left it alone.
This is-
Steel drum real quick.
Man, I'm telling you, I was like,
now this is more traditional,
Yes.
Tejano. This is
That's
more,
my first original one, actually.
and I noticed this one here though. The vocals seem to be almost stronger. There's some parts of it,
like a lot of passion, huh?
like a lot of passion in this one. I love it. I really noticed that. Now, is there anything behind that?
Okay, I did not know like what it meant, and I'm over here jamming out, just dancing, going along, and then DJ Ray told me what it meant, and I was like, what the heck?
I can hear the echoes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alicia says it's a beautiful song.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
yes.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good song there. Well, they're all good,
I wanna
but
be-
like the Elite said, that's a little bit more traditional Tejano right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she sang with passion on this one.
But
Yes.
do you think it's only because of your influences and your background? Like, not saying that, the new style isn't something that you love, because you obviously love it to do it, right? Because you have to. You had to be that trendsetter. But do you think it's because that's what you grew up and that was your influence? Like, of course, that's going to come out of you.
So when I was in there, I was thinking of Jimmy Gonzalez. I don't know why that came upon my mind. And I'm like, hey, I want to kind of like have that feeling, feeling like, hey, the instruments sound like the Jimmy Gonzalez kind of song, like, Jimmy Gonzalez used to record out of Freddie records, right?
Right. Yes.
Just sitting there, I'm like, come on, Jimmy, you gotta help me, come on.
Help me out.
I think that's what it was.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah.
So that's what it was in my mind. I was imagining Jimmy Gonzalez. He's got a beautiful voice.
Oh yeah.
His music was awesome. Like everybody loved him. Everybody like dance his music.
Right.
That's what was in my mind all that time. I was recording that, but I did see a cast because I was a little upset at my husband.
There it is.
You didn't do the honeydew list, so.
Yeah, I get fired at least twice a day. But then I get rehired.
Right.
Yeah, fired and rehired, man.
Job security.
You get called into the HR office twice, huh?
Fired on my own day off.
So how many songs now do you have out? A total of 8 or 7?
Hey,
Oh, 8. 8 songs. Yeah. Okay. Great. And all digital platforms.
Yes, they're all on digital platforms.
And
Great.
we can find your videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
we're about to make 3 more music videos and record 2 more songs, and then that CD will be done, and then we'll start on another CD.
You already have stuff in the works. So you've talked about new music. Are you writing your music? Do you have someone helping you with that? I know you.
Oh, you guys can't see me raising my hand. Oh, never mind.
No, we got turn your camera
Hit the
on
drum.
if you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hit the drum.
I could even do Baby Shark if you want.
We might pass on that one.
Yeah.
You don't need
Unless
that.
you have an accordion.
Yeah, right.
So do you have? Are you touching on writing your own music, or talk to us
I
about that?
have actually. The song Bailaremos Pronto, I wrote that song. That was my first song that I ever written. I didn't think I had it in me, but it was because I was really, really bored. And I had nothing to do. And music came to mind, of course. And at that time, my husband was, he had just had a new patient. And I felt bad because we always like to go dancing, you know. He loved to dance. He can't dance anymore because of his surgery and some other, you know, stuff that's happened in his back and stuff like that. So my dancing days are over, I guess. Only when I go on the stage and I dance. Not that kind of dancing, guys, you know, dancing Tejano and all that stuff. So then I was like, man, you know, I feel so bad because new patient takes about six months, right, or several weeks to heal. And I started writing, you know, and I implemented him living in Hawaii, of course, and I implemented dancing. Now, the music get better since he started dancing again, so I implemented all of that to a song, which is Bailaremos Pronto, and it's like a fast pop cumbia song. And I did that on my own. With everything came, I mean, it took a while because, like I said, I'm not a writer, but everything got put together amazing after we took it to Mariano, my engineer, and he was putting his little, you know, he was mastering it and stuff like that, and it came out great. Everybody liked that one too. And but I have 3 songs that are written by Beto Ramon, and then of course my 2 cover songs that I got from Bronco and Yolanda. But so Te Hago Me Olvido, which is a ranchera written by Beto Ramon. And Me Vuelve Loca, and written by Beto Ramon, and finally my recent viewing, Ya No Pierdes Más Tu Tiempo.
Oh, well, what an amazing story about that song. And it's basically saying we will dance soon. Bailaremos pronto. And, you know, knowing that a lot of that was due to him not being around or not being able to dance, in other words. Not so much being around, but, you know.
Dang, I passed away.
Oh, man.
You're gonna have to learn, Fred.
It was just the bum leg, man.
We got to.
They're in the couch, and I was looking at him, and I was writing like,
Oh, my.
Wow.
I'm just writing about you.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you don't sing hard rock or rap.
Oh, it is. It's a great song. It is a great song. Yeah, everyone has to hear that one. Bailaremos pronto. Yeah, and that one's.
Yeah, that's the next music video, too.
Oh, nice. Wow. Any locations that y'all are looking at?
Corpus.
Corpus. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So we're gonna have to go down there if we want to be a part of your video, right? So if you're hiring, if you want some dancers,
Come out.
My last one was in San Antonio. I had a few people there that were DJs and podcasters that came out in my video, Me Vuelve Loca.
Wow.
Yeah, DJ Ray, as a matter of fact, was in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was in. He's in the chat, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Big
me
saludos
and
to all the
Coach, I'm
DJs.
ready. I'm ready to
That's
dance.
right.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
I also have when I perform, I have dancers, and they dress Hawaiian on the top and Tejano from waist
Oh,
down.
that's
wow.
cool right there.
Cool.
That is cool.
Okay.
And they love dancing to my music. Every time I go, you know, I call them when I go over there. Like last minute, I will call them and they're up for it. Yes, we will. We'll do it.
Right.
So,
Well, I was going to offer my part in backup, but I don't look good in a grass skirt, so I'll pass.
Coconut top. We'll put you in the coconut
Yeah, the
top.
coconut top. There you go.
Yeah, all right.
Pina colada, messing with them coconuts, man.
Well, I think that's great that you have this fusion and you have such a variety. Like you're not just sticking to the fusion. You're like, let me show you everything I can do. And I only anticipate the news that y'all are gonna share with us here soon. What's to come, right? Because I think it's important. Like we keep talking about the evolution of music, but you're paving the way. You're not just evolving it. You're paving the way for someone who might like a fusion of some sort, and you're doing that. I think that's amazing. I think that's absolutely wonderful that you're doing that. So kudos to you. And I think it's great, and I'm glad we got to interview you because you haven't had a style like this. So, that's awesome.
And already making impacts. I mean, as a couple days ago, Bailamos Pronto was #1 on TexasPowerRadio.com already. So it's already getting those streams. Congratulations! Actually, you had 2 songs make that list, right?
Yeah, and on my single radio,
Yes.
Me Vuelve Loca was on the list for the most video thing of the week. I think.
Music video. Yeah.
Yep. So you're already making impact on that.
She was Me Vuelve Loca. The music video alone on Facebook reached almost 22,000 viewers.
Wow.
And that's just Facebook.
Wow.
Yes. So, and then...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. And then the other, like, YouTube and stuff like that, it's in the thousands.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
So, yeah, for all of those...
Go ahead.
Just a reminder for all of those tuned in. Once again, thank you so much. Welcome in. And don't forget, look for Crissy E on all the major platforms.
Thank
Make sure
you, guys.
Check out Facebook, YouTube, and hit the like button. I've heard Mary say before as well.
Yeah,
they will not know it unless you hit that like button. Mira nomás, there it is right there. Yeah, awesome.
This is my actually I'm it's dark in here because I trying to hide all my instruments. I have the drums behind me, the steel drums in front of me, my ukulele, my guitar, the accordion. Yeah.
To jam out. That is awesome.
I have to agree with Elite. We have to stream your music. We have to download it. We have to request it. We have to, follow the artist, repost it, share, and that that goes into a topic of social media. And you have a new fan right here, Ophelia. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And everyone that has never got to hear Crissy E, I'm glad that we're opening the door for you all. That's our mission.
Thank you, guys.
That's our mission here on Let's Talk Tejano, right? So, we talk about social media in the present, right? TikTok is huge. YouTube is hit or miss. It really depends. It really depends on the person that likes YouTube. But Facebook también. Facebook was huge. Facebook is kind of lovey right there with TikTok. How do you incorporate social media into what you're doing?
I make funny videos on TikTok.
I like it.
I it's just like show your humor, my humor side as well. I know some artists follow me on you don't do that. Not me. I'm an open book. I stay humble and I like to make friends, and it's just what it is. Well, but I use my the platforms I use them, of course, for my music, and now I'm always doing playing TikTok videos as well. So.
Well, and that's how I found you. You found me. I was live one night, and she's like, "Hey, play my music," and I was like, let's do it, and we played it that night. So I think the reach is there, and I encourage everybody on TikTok to go follow Crissy, go follow her husband, follow everybody here in the boxes, and definitely go check out her videos on TikTok. But I think it just shows that that's how we're gonna get the kids, right? Put your music.
Yeah, I go into people's podcasts or their radio stations, and I'm like, aloha guys, and they're like, who's this psycho? Why are you saying aloha to
Wait, she's Tejano saying aloha. Wait, what?
It's an attention getter.
And I'm like, and I'm already used to saying that. That's my saying, aloha mi gente, So, and they're like, this girl is crazy or what? So then when I go to Hawaii, they say, "Are you local?" And I'm like, "I'm not local. I'm not local."
It means if you're from Hawaii, if you're from the islands.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You look like you're local," and I'm like, "No, I'm not local. I'm
She said,
You're definitely on to something. Once again, it's that infusion, and I mean, we're happy and blessed to be part of this platform and to assist you in moving forward. Adelante, and we see nothing but good things for you. And
she does have Aloha Mi Gente shirt merch.
Yeah. All right.
As a matter of fact.
Right.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
That's awesome. Aloha mi gente.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she has koozies, t-shirts, air fresheners.
Let me guess. Smells like coconuts.
okay."
It actually does. It's the ocean.
Ocean breeze.
Ocean breeze coconuts.
I had a fan of mine recently ask me how my hair smell. I wanted to
Yes.
And I'm
Awesome.
like, that's a good idea for air freshener.
All right. There you go. Telling you.
It's Pert Plus with coconuts.
We get a lot here lately, I guess, as the more music being pushed out more and more, and with her doing more performances, there's a lot of weird things that's been going on.
What's gonna happen?
Elaborate.
Yeah, so it's
Elaborate on that. What's the weirdest thing that's happened so far?
they asked how does Crissy E take a shower?
What? Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
That's a
Definitely
little
not
creepy
that
right there.
podcast.
thank you.
Yeah,
We're
okay,
definitely
yeah.
we're gonna talk about the music and
Yeah.
personality.
And
but-
then we get asked, yeah, of course, your hair. What else?
what was it?
Oh, they're calling through Messenger because it's all connected on my phone, and they think they're calling her. So it's like, hey, I'm. What did they say one time?
They're my #1 fans and supporters, which is understandable. I mean, yeah, my music, share it, but yeah.
He was so persistent on speaking to her, and I'm in the car driving, and I was like, who the world is this calling my?
Hear your best girl voice.
They're gonna
Send them a
tattoo my
send them a
eyes on
selfie. Send them a selfie. Say surprise creep.
Yeah.
No, don't mess with me. I'm gonna tattoo your eyes on my body. I'm like, all right, no.
What? Well, that's. I was
Keep it in
thinking.
the
I don't know.
circus.
Yeah,
I was thinking weird, like nothing that weird, but
Yeah,
Jesus,
there's some
well,
weirdos
that's
out
something
there.
else. Well,
The next question I was
they-
gonna ask you is no, just kidding. Just kidding.
wow.
Actually,
Let's
with
scratch
the
that question off.
yeah, somebody commented. Ophelia commented, we need security.
Right.
Believe it or not, when they see me, they don't come by.
Right.
I know I look little right now, but yeah, I'm actually a pretty big guy.
Like
Most Polynesians are.
Exactly. I was about to say. So,
Yeah.
Like, don't let the hat fool you, man.
Yeah. When I stand up, it's different.
Yeah, that's the power of social media. The pros and the cons of social media, and different people that have different agendas when they're interviewing or things like that. Definitely pros and cons, right? Like we definitely.
Also, inspirations come from it too, because I've gotten a lot of messages saying, "Hey, I'm starting to record and do music because it's on this and I'm like, wow, like that right there. I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, they're inspired by me, and it's a feeling that I can't explain, but the fact that I inspired them and they tell me that I inspired them, that's a huge deal for me because I'm helping others,
That's right.
I was really shy. I didn't want to even talk sometimes. I was a shy person. I got into theater arts and it opened up a lot of doors, after I started talking. They won't be able to shut me up, so, but after I started talking, stuff like that, and singing, at school, and karaoke, and doing stuff like that, got me more just to be out there, put yourself out there, don't be afraid,
No, know if they're
Absolutely.
worried. Sorry, go ahead, Elite.
Oh no, I was saying absolutely, and of course, I did want to touch up on going back to the name Crissy E. I think if I'm correct, you are now a Tejano artist that has been registered. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations!
Congratulations
on that.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank
All right, that's amazing. Now, when did that happen? Just recent?
No, like about what?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I didn't even know that had to happen, but you have
Really?
to register.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
you do
name.
have to register. Yes.
A lot don't know that, so yeah. So that's
Also,
once again.
my sayings, like how I say aloha mi gente, I have
Right.
to register that too.
That got registered, and several other things got registered.
Now I'm like more prone to say aloha mi gente, aloha.
There you go. That's right.
They're gonna make a doll and be like aloha mi gente, aloha mi gente.
That's good. That's great. That is great. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Well, you're officially invited to the carne asadas now. You're
Yeah.
registered.
There you go.
You're registered.
Carne asada and carne guisada.
There you go. Either one. I'm game on both.
Oh, that's right. It is different, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
The carne guisada is more like a stew.
like a gravy, right? Or
Great. Yeah, gravy stew. Yeah, it could be made with
Okay.
salsas or flour, stuff like that.
hey, that one's pretty good.
It is.
Carne guisada with cheese. That's what we always.
Like,
And Antonio.
You kind of took it to a different level there. I don't know about the cheese, but yeah.
Oh man, it's good, brother.
Sorry,
So let's,
Crissy, can you repeat it again?
Huh?
He didn't like menudo, but now he loves menudo.
What? There you
It's
go.
contagious to love it. Like if you don't know what it is, you'll love it, and then you find out, and you're like,
Yeah.
So is this before or after you found out what it was?
I still don't know what it is.
Okay, never mind. We'll
Okay.
skip that.
Why? What is menudo? I thought menudo was just beef.
it's beef, yes.
Yeah, it's beef. Yeah, it's beef.
It's beef.
Pork. Yeah.
Or pork for
Oh,
pozole.
okay, wait a minute.
Yes.
There you go.
Or pork
What?
for pozole.
And pozole.
Pozole.
That's
Hominy.
Hominy. Yeah, hominy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know what the hominy. But wait a minute. Let's.
No, we're gonna move right past that. We're
That's
gonna go. We're gonna do
Continuamos.
I'm gonna ask the restaurant people now.
No.
The Hawaiians have different. What they eat too is different, and I tried many of their dishes too, and then I find out, oh my god, it was this and that, But it's the same. It works both ways.
If you like it, keep on. Enjoy
yeah.
it. Enjoy it. Yes.
Like I tell everybody, do you, boo? You're good.
Don't even.
Now,
Don't mention it.
never mean tripas. I don't know about that.
Yeah, tripas and I.
Menudo is cow stomach. Somebody, my sister,
What?
is menudo cow stomach?
No.
No.
That's what my sister just said.
Okay, move along.
Okay.
Okay, there's a misconception.
Yeah,
right.
there is. It's it's beef. We're just gonna call it beef, okay? Oh, pork or whatever. But
There you go. Okay.
We're having a menu over here, but
Yeah, right.
But anyway,
you know how they say don't go and self-diagnose on WebMD. Don't go to Google tonight and type in menudo.
No, you'll get so many good answers. You all you're both so much fun, and I man, I can only imagine what it would be like working with you guys in the studio, and you
Yes.
bring it comes into music, like you can hear that passion and that love and that
Yes.
I love that. I really enjoyed the time that we've gotten to know each other, and hope we can do this again soon when we're ready to release
Definite.
your.
Sometimes I fall asleep at the studio though. She took a picture of me.
I can imagine it's exhausting.
It is. He taught, sometimes he'll teach the host, like from Mas Chingon, D. Berlin, taught him how to do Spanish, Hawaiian, backwards.
Wait.
And then he got in trouble for it. So, like,
Wow,
He started it. D started it, and then I just taught him back on how to say it.
He's awesome.
Yes, I love that guy. Man, all three of
So
them.
much nice.
It is so animated. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I know what we were looking forward. We have some more music. We have a CD, but you also mentioned you have something big coming along the way. Do you want to announce it here with us on the Let's Talk Tejano show?
This is the first time announcing it.
Yeah, well, this week, right? This weekend, actually?
This weekend, yes. Actually, Saturday.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Okay, well, I haven't made a flyer yet because I just found out.
I'll get it together.
I'll be going to,
She'll be performing over 200,000 people.
What?
First time.
To Monterrey. So
No.
how that works.
Matamoro.
I know, but I was also invited to Monterrey.
Yes. Yeah, you got invited to Monterrey, but Matamoro, they're
The venue yet? I just know it's
it's an ocean festival. I don't know how to say it in Spanish though.
I don't know. I have to get with
Yeah, I have it on my phone. So yeah, it'd be over 200. I was told over 200,000 people, and this will be her first international show to perform alongside with other artists.
Wow.
That is
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So-
Man.
Congratulations.
Damn.
Yes.
because everything that's going on, you know. But I know they're gonna receive me with open arms because I mean, I know how to speak Spanish.
Is it called La Playa?
I'm not sure what. It's on my
Oh, wait a
phone.
minute. That's how you say beach in
I
Spanish.
think
Never
they're
mind.
looking for the name of the festival.
I see.
Yep.
Oh, I was just told it was like an ocean festival, and yes, it's by the beach, and what we done with the Tejano and Hawaiian mixture is gonna fit in perfectly.
By the beach.
That's so awesome.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Look forward to
Over
that.
200,000 people are going to hear what
200, yeah.
we get to hear here. And what
I know my music was playing in San Luis Potosí, like Mendoza.
San Luis.
Yeah. So they love my music over there.
And then her the one that's like all Tejano, what I've noticed, it's more for like a women empowerment type of music, or I guess songs, right? So that's pretty cool.
I think that's
I
amazing.
don't know. That was, you would know because you inspired the song. But
Yeah, right. I didn't even know. Here I'm sleeping. She just looked at me. You know what?
we're listening and looking at the inspiration as we speak.
I know. I was wondering why I was getting kicked and slapped while I was asleep.
He's like, my ears are ringing, but I don't know why.
Had to cover myself with a whole bunch of pillows.
That's what they say about us Latinas.
Yep.
Sleep with one eye open.
Always.
No, don't sleep at all, man.
Yeah, you have to put it down sometimes. Well, I
Well,
think
that's cool. Well, definitely when y'all get that flyer up, share it with us. We'll be looking for it as well, but share it with us.
Most
and we'll
definitely.
share it for y'all as well, man. We'll be more than happy to do that for y'all. And then
Thank
for,
you.
for everybody that's down there on that side
Yes.
of the coast,
Thank you,
definitely-
everyone.
Definitely look for that. Look for that event and then go give go them some support up there.
I need to go look at the map. I don't know how far it is from the RGB down to
I know
there,
it's close to
but-
Bronzeville.
Okay, so it's close. So if you're in the 956, if you're in the RGB Saturday, go across and go check out Crissy E and join over 200,000 people listening to her music. Like what
Right.
what an amazing
I feel like because they had told us like what the beginning of
My-
right? We didn't know. We're kind of iffy. You know?
Yeah, they asked this past weekend. They asked, and yeah, we're. Go ahead, baby.
It's confirmed, right? That I thought it was gonna be Sunday night, it's Saturday, so yeah.
It's actually 2.5 hours from Corpus Christi.
okay, 2.5 hours from Corpus, so it's really close to the RGB. Well, I mean, thank you for announcing it here with us tonight, and like Jorge said, just share the flyer with us, and we'll help you get that word out. We have a lot of listeners from the RGB, so I'll definitely, when I go live, and Elite, when he goes live, we play our music, we can definitely keep, pushing that through there this weekend, and we'll see what kind of doors that opens for you, because it's just gonna catch lumbre, like it's just gonna go fire, like they're gonna fall in love with your music, that style.
Absolutely.
There's a volume underneath your mic. I think that one is closed, like turned down. You might want to turn your
Mic on.
Oh, but underneath your mic, there's a volume button. Like you turn it. Yeah, I just got a text message saying your mic's too low.
Go give her your mic.
I know, right?
No, it's because you have that mic on. Mine is not on. It's not connected.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I don't have the connection to it. Yeah.
Well, you know, you shared that news with us. Obviously, you shared what you're doing on the streams, and something I saw that came across my way also, that you got nominated for a music award here. So you wanna elaborate on that?
Which one was that one? That song?
Honestly, it's the All-Star Music Awards.
I got nominated. I think I have like four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for Best Female Vocalist.
Yeah, and I have was it Best Female Vocalist and then
Yes.
Best Video, right? More the Locas on there for Best Video of the Year.
Yes.
I know there's several other ones out there, but yeah. So Jesse Torres, I want to thank him as well, you know, for putting me in the nomination for the people that voted. I don't know when they're gonna have the top 5, but I was nominated for that recently. And then I know past nominations from Tejano Mundial, I was also top 5 nominations on there. And then
And then the Guadalupe Awards too.
Awards too, yes.
Yeah.
This past year as well for I think it was best uprising female.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, you're definitely good company there.
Artist, but yeah, I think you're right. Uprising.
Yes.
Definitely good company. I mean, I see some of the nominees, Stephanie Montiel, you know, obviously you, Ruby Ann, another female artist. We're hoping to get here pretty soon.
All around them, wow.
Yeah, they're awesome artists as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations again. We're here with Crissy E. Be sure you're following her. Go watch her YouTube, stream her music, download it, request it. Big salutes to everybody joining us. We are a podcast called Let's Talk Tejano, where we talk about the Tejano culture, Tejano music, and everybody that's involved, and it takes all of us. I often say this is kind of my little soapbox moment, that it takes the fans. You all are so important to this music, because if you're not listening to it, you're not requesting it, you're not downloading it, you're not streaming it, it's just out here, right? So we have to keep pushing it. Go watch the YouTube, go stream, go follow on the music media platforms, iHeart, on Spotify, Amazon. Go follow and like it, because it just puts them on that streaming platform a little higher. Crissy is one of the best. I definitely agree with Johnny. Thank you so much for everyone that's joining us. And we're listening to you guys, listener out there in Washington State. So thank you so much. But it takes all of us. So even that repost, that share, that like, that comment, those are all free. Go do that. Go help out our artists. Go help the DJs that are promoting the music, and request it. Demand Crissy E's music. Demand that, that's what we have to do as fans. And a lot of it is free. Go to the festivals. Go to the, fanfare. It's free. You just gotta go and hang out and listen to the artists that are jamming out there and putting their heart and soul into it. Crissy E knows how hard that is to get up there and sing, but it comes from the heart, and we definitely hear it. So it takes all of us. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Crissy E is who it is. Like, we got to put her up there, and she's going to keep doing amazing things.
I was going to do fanfare this year. I did it the year before, however, and I had a blast. It was fun. People dream for giving me that opportunity, because, like, the people like Gino D, Jesse Torres, they give people opportunities, the uprising females, the uprising artists, and that they give them a platform to show what they got. Not very many people are lucky, to have people like them out there. And there's still people that exist that are like that, the feet, and then they know you have the potential so they give you the opportunity. And I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. Just like the DJs and podcasts, they give me an opportunity, like y'all give me an opportunity to be here and show my music and show me, as a person, and I thank y'all. That's something that me as an artist, I think that's something I'll carry for the rest of my life, because I'm gonna be like, they gave me an opportunity, and that's something that, like I said, that not a lot of very many artists get.
Right, you're right about that. Yeah.
Absolutely, well said.
I definitely agree. We talked about at the beginning, we kind of hit a touchy subject, and I want to go back to that real quick. Helping artists. So if anybody wants to collaborate with you, are you open to any styles outside of Tejano music as well as Tejano music? If someone says, I want to collab with you, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to use any names. So I've collaborated with an artist, but I didn't put the music out there because another artist had interfered, those kind of this is supposed to be a B moment, and they came in as a, and that happened. So that left like a little bit skeptical experience for me. But I do not mind collaborating with this, things that happened to me in the early stages of me becoming as an artist, that kind of issues that I don't mind collaborating with other artists. Something that happened, I guess it was a discrepancy, and there was a beautiful song. It was I think it was a mariachi song, right? It was a mariachi? Yeah. We did a collaboration, and it was just come out of the movie. And somebody else interfered with it, and it didn't happen.
Well, I'm sorry that happened. I feel like those are the moments that
But it's okay, because I'm still blessed, and I'm still moving forward, whether they want to put the music out there or not. I'm still doing me. It didn't go as far as for them to, like for us to have a big old thing about it. They went their way and I went my way, and that's how it is. Yeah, but I'm open to collaboration with that movie. Like that is still kind of hindering me a little bit, and I'm kind of like, we will have to do more homework on that.
Right, that's what I was going to ask you, if that kind of hiding your senses or red flags of what to look for, or or does that kind of close a bubble on just a specific type of person you want to collaborate with?
Yeah, I think it's just more red flags as to what to look for, what to do, in occasion like that ever happens again, or there's just so many things that you have to be careful, I don't, like I said, I love helping other people. I love supporting other artists. I don't mind, I like, if they want to collaborate, I'm down for it. It's just that right there. I know everybody's different, not everybody's going to be the same, like whatever happens. But me, I stay humble, and I'm open to any suggestions. I'm an open book as well, so.
Put a little bit more rules down and take care of yourself. I definitely agree with that, and I'm glad that you're still open to it. What about young artists? We got to go to the radio gala, and we got to interview a lot of artists out there, and there was a lot of young girls, young and men, but there was a lot of young females. What would be your biggest advice to them?
Try things differently. Don't be scared to do different things with the music. I was like that at first, like I told you, when my husband said let's implement the Hawaiian, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. But when I sat down and kind of thought about it in many ways, like I had different scenarios in my head, but my engineer made it happen, with implementing the instruments you could put them in there very well, and he's the one, that put everything together. My husband came up with an idea, my engineer put the instruments together, and it came out beautifully. And I was like, oh, we can move forward, yeah, we got it. So And then when I put it out there and everybody liked that song, I was like, wow, like I got so much response, great feedback. And they wanted more. So, so as a young artist coming in, or you're very starting, try new things. And don't let nobody discourage you. Just do it. Pave your own road, because paving your own road, you're leaving a legacy and you're leaving people to talk about you and your music, So yeah, and it is good if you have to do that, we have to come up with new things, try different things. And I know it's very hard to move forward because I come from a big family, and my dad was he was very old-fashioned, and I didn't like the change. As growing up, I didn't like changing anything. My dad, and then they did. They were at the same place like for many years. My dad was born in 1925, so he was very, very old-fashioned, and changing is scary. It was scary for me. It still is, because every day you learn something new, or you learn about somebody. So yeah, just move forward and don't look back.
Sorry, I'm reading the comments here. I'm just kind of going through everyone. She's a positive influence in the Tejano community. I love that. Just reading through the comments. Sorry. Jorge,
No,
really,
you're
y'all
good.
have any questions? If you have any questions, put it in the chat. I'd love to ask for y'all.
I want to add also on what she had said for the new upcoming artists as well, like the young kids and stuff. Trust your heart, meaning if you feel that something doesn't feel right with someone or whoever's there, a lot of times your instinct is right. So trust your heart. Don't just say yes to everything, because a lot of times people will tend to just take advantage. So, just trust your heart.
That is great advice in everything, right? Across the board in life in general, and not just in music or your choice, but your choices and everything. And she's very blessed to have you as well, because, once again, you were the influence to say, hey, let's try this, but you didn't just say it. You added to it with you being a musician and playing those different instruments. And once again, what a great combination. And we haven't seen a combination like that in some time. So not only are you trendsetting in the style of music, but also just as a couple as well, and that is a beautiful thing. So
Thank you.
We wish you the best. We wish you the best.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't know before she had started her whole music career. I was opening for a lot of artists and bands, and I didn't know who they were. So I had to learn it from her. And when my trailer was next to
Oscar from La Mafia.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you were next
Yeah.
to Oscar, and you didn't know you were next to Oscar.
I don't know. Like,
Oh my God! But he was like, huh? And I'm like, Oscar!
and I'm walking down my steps, and I'm like looking at her. What are you doing?
I immediately got my camera on my phone. I'm like, can you take a picture? He's like, hold on. He got his hat and put it on, and then he took a picture.
His signature hat.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So I didn't know that was him, or at that time I didn't know nothing about Tejano. So like I opened up for Ramon Ayala, Los Palominos, La Mafia, Jay Perez. Who else? Last year was Signo, Jesse Turner. Who else did I open up for? I opened up
Fowler.
Kevin Fowler, the country singer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and all this was just drumming, percussion. And like I said, learning who they all are because of Crissy, and so it's now I know.
Well, we definitely need. Oh, well, you don't need it now, but I guess a picture with names and artists' pictures would have been pretty useful back in the day, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have some videos.
He's all.
Yeah, like a book of CD covers or something, man.
Yeah, she has pictures and old phones. Like I even took pictures because of how excited she was. Oscar. I have pictures of her and the guys, right? La Mafia.
Yes.
People, yeah.
The guys know me is the same way. I go everywhere we go. Selfie. So same girl, same.
And I'm backstage, and to me, it's more like, wow, look at this audience, and I'm backstage and I'm recording all these audience, like, wow. And she's over here, hey, artist, so and so. I'm like, what the?
Yeah. So and that kind of inspired me as well. Seeing them and all the fans and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is so cool because I'm right there, and it's like awesome to see all of that. So all of that also inspired me. I'm like, what do I want to do? I'm going to do temporary one year. And I think you already had asked me, right?
Yeah.
Just for this year?
Yes.
That may be in the works too.
But we still need a band, and all the band members, they scattered and playing for so many different people to get them to come and practice. And I tell them straight up, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll do it. Okay, you saying yeah and knowing the song is two different things.
Right. Yeah.
I need you guys to practice.
Yeah.
And, for me, I got to practice myself.
Right.
So.
We're looking for band members in the Corpus Christi area.
Difficult.
There you go.
Oh, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's a little far.
It'll fall into place.
It will. All in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all in time. You're right. There's a lot of things that I was like, before I was like, how come I didn't do it? And then it's like, oh, now I know.
It's all in God's time.
Exactly.
You're right about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, welcome in everybody that is tuning in. Big salutes to the artists in here. We had JP Garcia. We have Chris Rivera. We've had some DJs in here. Thank you so much. Please be sure to be following Crissy E. She has her newest song. I think we should hear it one more time, Elite, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Her newest song, and we have newer music coming out very soon. Can't wait for that, as well as some videos coming out. So go check out her YouTube. Go subscribe. Go follow her on the YouTube.
YouTube, TikTok, everything.
Yeah, I sound old on the YouTube, but go follow. But let's check it out one more time.
That's right. Once again, Crissy E.
Yeah, right.
No pierdas más tu tiempo.
Ya no pierdas más tu tiempo, ya deja de estar rogando que te vuelva a querer. No supiste apreciarme, decidiste traicionarme, ya no te tocó perder. Ya no pierdas más tu tiempo, yo ya seguí mi camino y a otro me enamoro. Él me trata con cariño y los sabores de sus besos y a los tuyos ya borró. Ya no pierdes más tu tiempo, ya lo nuestro terminó. Me cansé de tus maltratos, tus desprecios, tus mentiras, eso no merezco yo. Ya no pierdas más tu tiempo, ya mi cuerpo te olvidó. Descuidaste nuestro nido, hoy muy claro te lo digo, tu paloma ya voló.
Wow. That is the sounds of Crissy E. Ya no pierdas más tu tiempo right here on Let's Talk Tejano.
She
So
has
blessed
all-
to have her on board.
She has all her music on all the music media platforms. We have a ukulele, we have a steel drum, We have a variety of music. We have a variety of music on her. Belen, I love that name. Beautiful voice. Roger says sounds like Selena. See, there's a little bit of a twist in there. I might have
that's awesome.
I might have to agree to disagree, but I think you have a twist on that. Mary Marie said it's beautiful. Marie said beautiful voice. Love the words, that passion behind the words. And then Eva out there in Washington, love it. The neighborhood can all hear it. So,
That's awesome. Thank you.
I love it.
You know, it's definitely that type of sound that takes you back, but it's got them. You know, you put your twist on it, like Mary said. It's a sound that takes me back, but you put your own personal twist, and that's pretty awesome there.
Yep. I love it. So y'all be sure to be following Crissy E. New music coming out very soon. Big shout out going out to Florida. If you're watching from a different area, please comment and where you're watching from. Be sure you're following Crissy E. New music. Tell us again your platforms, your name on the platforms, where we can stream you, download you, find you, follow you, all of the above.
So I have all the social medias, of course, except for Snapchat. I had it, but I haven't gotten there in a long time. But I have Facebook. It's Crissy E, Prissy, and it's always going to be like right next to the Y. So it's like that on all my digital platforms. I think on TikTok it's dot or hyphen, but it's if you Google it and you Crissy E, they'll all my platforms will come out right there as well. And all my music is in all digital platforms too. So yeah.
So let's go up to Henry. He said Street Talk Entertainment Magazine is tuned in. So thank you so much to Henry Zimrell for tuning in. Aloha. I can't use the whole phrase because it's registered, but aloha. Aloha y'all. That's what it's gonna be. Aloha y'all. And that's the best way. That's the best way to describe your music. Aloha y'all. We have Tejano confused with Hawaii. Aloha y'all. That sums it up. If you missed our interview, we are gonna upload it to YouTube. The link is in my bio. You can hear the whole interview. We want to thank you both for coming in. If you have any questions for her, shoot it in the questions here. She has a few minutes, but there was a request, Crissy, if you could sing an a cappella for us.
You remember when my auntie came to San Antonio and you were pregnant? And I had you. Oh, hold on.
Restaurant. What was the restaurant in San Antonio?
Mieteras?
Oh, okay, right there, Market Square.
Yes.
I sang there at the mariachis came to the table.
You remember the song?
It was a Selena song, and actually today's her birthday, so I can do
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mira cómo ando mi amor por tu querer, borracha y apasionada, no más por tu amor. Mira cómo ando muy bien, muy dada en la borrachera y a la perdición. Solo tú has llenado de luto mi vida, abriendo la vida de mi corazón. Tú, solo tú, eres causa de todos mis llantos, de mi desencanto y desesperación.
Nice,
Wow,
nice.
that is
Very
amazing.
nice.
Very, very nice. Hijo.
Beautiful.
Somebody said, now take a drink.
Yes, I'll take a shot real
Salud,
quick.
that's right.
You know,
Man, you gotta, you
Hold on, let me go get it.
You gotta
Hold
have
on.
an emergency
One
compartment
minute.
in your drums, dude. You gotta have like a little cabinet under your drums.
that's amazing. And happy heavenly birthday again to Selena La Reina. What she started,
That's a real queen.
you know, I mean, not what she started, but what she incorporated in her music help pull right into other artists. So we had legends before Selena. Hello from Bosco, Washington. Jay Lomas is here. So with she was a trendsetter. She was already incorporating that English music. Do you have any English music you want to incorporate? Are you thinking about doing, like, country's big right now with all the Tejano artists? Are you thinking about doing anything similar to that?
I was supposed to do the Aloha Festival, right? In San Antonio on the 24th, but I'm going on a 50th. So we were going to actually record an English Hawaiian song.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah. And I was gonna make it, of course, not like it was gonna be like more reggae, more like a Bob Marley kind of thing. But I didn't get to do it. I had to do my newest song, like Tejano song, and then the church, asked me to go to the to do the musical. So I was so that's on hold, but that's what.
I think he's still looking for his dog. Did you find it?
Yes. What you got there? You were hell bent on getting that bottle. What is it?
Tequila.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I have several other. I have my whiskey. I have my rum.
See, I'm kind of detoxing right now. I'll pass.
Salud.
Yeah.
Salud. That
So hold on then. Yeah, I'm not a beer drinker. So yeah.
Emma said I like Bob Marley. Ooh, we could probably do a little. I mean, we've had a little bit of like.
A Bob Marley cumbia?
Yeah, like Bob Marley cumbia.
Yes.
We had like yeah, we had like a little bit of what the 50s, like that little twist. We had Hey Baby Stand By Me. So you all could do something, a little Bob Marley cumbia or something. I don't know. I could see you doing something.
Yeah, right?
I love Bob Marley as well.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I love all genres of music, country.
I play a lot of my island music, that's why.
That
Yes.
too.
I love that. I can only imagine what family functions are like.
Loud.
Now,
As they're supposed to be.
A lot of food.
Still drumming accordions. That's all I hear.
so your culture and our culture are pretty much similar. We're loud and we like to eat and we like to drink. So
Where?
Like we do, they stay up late till the next morning. They do the same.
a lot of beer. Okay.
Kids asleep on the floor, on the chairs, fold up chairs.
Kids asleep in the carriage,
If
yeah.
I'm late to a function, I'm like, I'm in Hawaii time, so they're 5 hours behind.
Yeah, actually the little nieces and nephews, they love coming over the house because they can play on the drums, the steel drums. I'll hand them the guitar, the ukulele. Tell them, go for it.
I'll have them dancing and doing karaoke and all that.
If you haven't heard,
Having a good time.
Crissy E incorporates all the music, all the instruments that he just mentioned: the ukulele, the steel drum, guitar, accordion. There's everything in her style. Very diverse, very different, and very well received. She is an amazing, talented artist.
For musicians.
We're looking for musicians, so we'll be on the lookout. I'm gonna send some your way. Just kidding. I don't even know what the qualifications are, but we'll try.
Definitely.
Ukulele players wanted. Just kidding.
There you go.
This Guitar Hero work. There you go.
Just follow the patterns.
That's how I learned. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
You know how to play guitar, Mary?
do I know how?
Huh?
I've done a couple of strings. I tried to teach myself. My daddy and my mom bought me a guitar, and I've been starting to pick at it a little bit. I got myself an accordion. I really want to learn the accordion.
Nice.
This one doesn't work, but I am. That's my next goal, is to get myself a little accordion so I can play something.
The best way to teach yourself how to do the guitar. Okay, so the last string, you got your frets. These are your frets. You always want to try to get close to the metal bars. And then you got your C, right? So All you got to do is string the last string. You go 1, 2, 3, and then you go backwards. Same string, just to practice, get your fingers familiar. So all you're gonna do is just go like a 1, 2, 3, and then you go back. Are you gonna just keep doing that just to get your hands familiar?
I got myself a little like tuner. Go ahead.
My dad had bought me a guitar when I was 13. I wish now that I would have learned it, because he knew that I like to sing, And when he was at that picnic table, he saw me all there all the time. So he was like, I'm gonna buy her a guitar. But I picked up for a little bit, and I knew how to play La Bamba a little bit, and then that was it.
That's great. It's never too late.
I know, I know a few notes, and I'm with Ophelia. I know air, accordion. I am when I'm out here jamming out, playing music. You'll see me. I even have an air accordion shirt that I'm like, let's play. But that's it.
I'll play a mean soccer whistle. I'll tell you that.
Soccer. Oh, okay, I get it.
Going back to my Pee Wee's soccer coach days, I could play a mean soccer whistle, man.
Well, it has definitely been a pleasure. Does anybody have any questions? I appreciate it. I feel like this time went by so fast, but
it did.
I am so glad that we got to have you on the show. We have new music coming out very soon. You have videos coming out very soon. You're on all the music media platforms. Hot. Different style of music, and I love it. We often talk about the evolution of the music.
Don't forget this Saturday.
This Saturday in Matamoros, over 200,000 people that she is going to play with.
That'll be my first.
Yeah, she'll be performing in front of 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
First international
and first over 200,000 crowd.
We want to hear the steel drum.
Hey, Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. Let me see.
Oh, not that song. Anything but that.
Thanks a lot, Damas. I'm going to hear that all night now. And tomorrow.
You can play Over the Rainbow. I mean,
yeah,
point.
Can you play some AC/DC so we get that out of my head for a minute?
Yeah, right. Can somebody play Crissy song?
Yeah, there you
So California.
Terry said thank you.
All right, and that's another thing. Polynesians, we always joke a lot, play around a lot, and so at family functions we'll have everybody laughing.
Each other.
Yes.
Our cultures are the same. I'm telling
you.
Really?
Very similar. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell him, but he says slip us and chanclas,
I say, hey, who took my slippers?
We have a debate over that, and my girls were like, really, guys? Really, Mom?
Well, let me ask you this. Which one's more aerodynamic? The slipper or the chancla?
Slippers.
The slipper's more aerodynamic?
Which one hits?
Yeah.
Which one hits harder?
The slippers, because it comes with a wave.
I was going to say the chocolate because we're throwing it.
Wow. It's like a tsunami wave, dude. Coming.
Well, I never got hit by a chocolate. I got chased around by a fly swatter, but that's another story for another day.
They don't have chanclas anymore. They use Crocs.
Oh, yeah, new generation is Crocs. You're right. Yeah.
The Crocs,
it is
I think
Crocs.
that would just bounce off my head. Well, it has definitely been a pleasure. I'm gonna let Crissy. I'm gonna let you say your goodbyes. You can.
All right, much love, aloha.
Much love, aloha.
Aloha. Aloha, good. Hello and aloha, goodbye.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you. Thank you both for coming onto the show. It will be uploaded onto YouTube. We had so much fun with you. I think I haven't laughed this hard in a minute, so I definitely appreciate it. I love the music. I love your style. Please know that you are inspiring a lot of young artists and and older. Like there's a lot of new artists out there, new to the music and young. So continue to be you, continue to do what you're doing. We wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna let the guys, say goodbye to you. We'll let you go ahead and disconnect, and we'll play one more of your song for everybody that's hanging out here.
Mahalo Noe. Am I saying that right then? Mahalo Noe means thank you.
All right. Mahalo no right?
Noe means thank you.
Okay. All right.
Well, we definitely welcome you. Sorry, Hilly, I'm going to let you say your thing. We definitely welcome you back when you're ready to release your CD, and maybe we can do a little CD release with you. But we're definitely looking forward to more new music. We wish you all the best, like Ophelia said. Thank you so much.
You guys, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you once again. We appreciate your time. It's an honor to have you on the show, and we wish you the best of luck. The way things are going, just what we saw and what you displayed in our show, we know that you have so many good things coming to you. And once again, we wish you all the best of luck. So thank you once again.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
No, thank you, and I do apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. It just oh no, it's just not working tonight. But do appreciate your time, and it was very fun with you and your husband. Pleasure meeting the both of y'all, and we'll be definitely looking forward to sharing that flyer as soon as y'all get it out to us. So much luck to you. Tomorrow? Okay, awesome. We'll look for it. Send it to Marion, and we'll share the heck out of it. But definitely appreciate your time tonight, and you're more than welcome back. And you're not part of the Let's Talk Tejano family, so let's keep the communication going, okay?
Yes, thank you. I'm here to support y'all as well, and thank you for having me. Thanks for everybody joining in interacting. It was fun. It was really fun. I like to have my interviews very fun. It gives it more. I don't know. It keeps it alive. Hey, like a relationship. You're like, do something spontaneous. Okay, here we are.
We definitely enjoyed you singing. You have a beautiful voice. I mean, not even no music, no accompanying of the music with you. You have a beautiful voice, and I was like blown away. And a great tribute to Selena. So thank you so much for incorporating that for us.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you again. And just look for all my music in all digital platforms, and follow me on Facebook. I have Instagram as well, and of course here on TikTok. You see all my funny videos, and also, I try to post like all my events and stuff like that. Sometimes it's kind of hard because it's kind of hard to deal, with the work and the home, and sometimes I'll have time, and sometimes I won't. So, and my manager over there, he I don't know, he's lost sometimes. So I need to make a song about that. So he's fired because he didn't even stay on, but it's okay.
It's got to be inspired by tequila and steel drums and coconuts.
We said a Bob Marley cumbia. Hey,
there you go.
We're ready. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and let you disconnect. We're gonna continue playing the music for everyone that's still in here, so they can hear that music. Have a great evening. Be safe and God bless. Have a wonderful trip to Mexico. Please share some videos, share some live, anything that we can do to support you. He said I'm still here. We can't talk about him anymore. But please, please share, share some videos, and we wish you all the best. 200,000 people were gonna get to hear you sing, and that's phenomenal.
That's right. Yep.
I mean, I gotta go put an outfit together. I don't even know what I'm gonna wear.
It's only 200,000 people.
That's right.
It's a playa, and you're from Hawaii,
I'm
girl.
gonna have to go with my coconuts.
Don't overpack. Don't overthink it. It's only 200,000 people.
Get the coconuts from Jorge, and you'll be fine.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Right. Yeah, good night.
Aloha, y'all.
All right, we're going to leave it with this one, Bailaremos Pronto, because that's exactly what we will be doing. We will be dancing soon to you. All right, thank you very much, Miss Crissy E.
That was fun.
Yes.
So awesome. We laughed so much. Welcome in, everybody. If you're not following us, please follow us. We're live every Wednesday night, talking to Tejano artists, bands, DJs, promoters, labels, everyone. every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Thank you, Eva. Thank you to everybody that's new here. We appreciate you.
Definitely go give them a follow. Go give them a follow. I think we tagged them in both posts that we did the other day. So definitely go look for those posts. Share that post still so people can get the name out and follow both of them. Great group of people right there.
Thank you, everyone, once again. And you are listening to
Let's Talk Tejano with your host, Miss Mary Triple M, interviewing the latest and greatest in Tejano music y más.
He come out of nowhere. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all have a good night now.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, y'all. Be safe. God bless. See you next Wednesday. We're gonna go ahead and announce it tonight. Next Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, we have Pio Trevino with us. So definitely come back next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Be safe. God bless. Please share our post, repost it, like it. Yes, Pio Trevino is going to be with us next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. So come back, okay? It's going to be one heck of a show.
Be here early. Have the popcorn ready.
Bye, y'all.
All right, good night, everyone.